We're going to keep each of the 5 core characteristics simple and to the point, and the first one is to understand that it's a team game. Any individual stats that you're chasing or that you're focused on are not for the betterment of the team. For the most part, every team is focused on winning. And if you're only focused on those individual stats, whether you win or lose, then you're not in the right mindset to become a great teammate. Think about the team, think about the role that each player has and the importance of each role, and respect the 4 other people that are on the court with you if you're in a basketball game. Number 2 is to communicate with your teammates and encourage positivity. Now, one way you can do this is when your teammate makes a mistake, instead of yelling at them or making them feel bad, letting them know what they did wrong, you can let them know what they did wrong, but then offer some constructive criticism on the back end. So instead of just yelling, bro, you keep missing shots, stop shooting. Tell them, keep shooting the ball if you're open. If your shot is not falling, pump fake, get to the middle. Now you're in the mid-range, shoot the mid-range, get the floater, get all the way to the basket for a layup, get fouled, go to the free throw line. Now you can see the shot go in on an open opportunity. Get your teammates involved is where you can let them know. Get to the middle, find me in the corner, I'm wide open. Then you knock down the shot, everyone starts to get encouraged, and everyone begins to believe again. But if you point your teammates out when they make a mistake and yell at them and belittle them, then you're no different from an opponent, someone who doesn't want them to do well. You want to see your teammates thrive, because when they thrive, you thrive. And when each of the 5 players on the court can come together, then the other team is going to have a problem, because they need to be as equal or as powerful as you guys. And it's all about being connected. And you're also being someone who can listen and take constructive criticism and feedback from your teammates and from coaches. Then this also can help you guys become successful on the court. Number 3 is to trust in your teammates and put your ego aside. Trust in your teammates' abilities, trust in their decision making, and trust that they have been putting in the work to get to this moment. Now, if you know that they have not been putting in work, then still encourage them to be the best version of themselves on that particular day. Because not everyone's gonna have the best game, not everyone is gonna be impactful every game, but someone can always do something positive, whether that's going for a loose ball that's going out of bounds, getting a steal, or getting a stop in a big moment in a game, maybe getting a deflection to your teammate. They go out on a fast break and you guys make the shot, make the layup. When they do something, one thing, they can impact the game and turn it around in a positive way. Let them know about it and let them know that they can do these things. Because when you encourage them, you get encouraged, and then everyone around you can do well. So celebrate your team's successes, give them credit when it's due, and share the spotlight with them. There's always moments where, let's say for example, you're at the top of the key waiting for the basketball, your teammates are passing the ball around, it finally gets to you, you shoot it, and then you make it, right? The person who passes you gets that assist. So let them know, great pass, great extra pass, great rebound, great steal that led to that bucket. That bucket wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have got that steal. Encourage them, put them on the spotlight just as much as you want to be on the spotlight. The moment that your ego gets involved is the moment that everything falls apart, because you become selfish. You become a player who wants to shoot all the shots. You become the player who doesn't want to pass. You become the player who yells at their teammates, who brings people down, and who ultimately ends up on the bench next to the coaches. And that's the last thing that you want for yourself. Be someone who can put their ego aside and to think about the success of the team and not the success of them themselves. Number 4 is to get everyone involved and to play selflessly. Now, everyone on the basketball court wants to score. We all want to get buckets. We all want to have a game high in points for both teams, but it's not always going to be like that every game. Sometimes your role is going to be to get your teammates involved, whether it's the big guy, whether it's your shooters on the wings, looking for them. That way everyone gets involved, and at the end of the game, everyone is on point. Everyone has made a shot, or everyone has at least attempted a couple shots. So that way everyone is in a great mindset, they're confident, and they believe that the next shot could go in, or they believe that everyone around trusts me to make the right play. And so when you're selfless in that sense, then everyone does good. Now also think about passing up a good shot for a great shot. If you're open at the top of the key, maybe you're ISOing, maybe you caught it on a catch and shoot, there may be a good shot opportunity for you there, but if you pump fake and make the extra pass, you have someone wide open on the right wing for an even better shot. So start thinking about being selfless in these aspects. Let's say, for example, you recognize that one of the best shooters on your team hasn't gotten up a shot in the last 5 minutes, and you really desperately need a three-pointer. So what you can do to be selfless is, if you have the basketball in your hands, you can communicate with your teammates to go set a flare screen for them, to go set a pin down screen for the shooter. So that way they can get open, you can pass them the ball, and they can have an opportunity to score. Or if you don't have the basketball in your hands, you can be the one that goes and sets an off-ball screen for them to get open. Be selfless and don't think of how you can impact the game with the basketball in your hands, but think about how you can help your teammates to bring the morale up. And number 5 is to assess the team needs and coach when necessary. So for you as an individual, know your role on the team. Know if you are the best ball handler and you should be in control in crunch moments. Know who the shooters are and how to get them open. Know who on your team can set great screens and roll effectively. Know who's gonna make the extra pass. These are things that you must know and build in practice. And so when you get to the game, everything that you practice together as a team comes to fruition, and you guys can all be impactful. But if you don't know the roles of each of the players on your team, you're gonna hit the big man who isn't the best shooter in the corner for a shot in crunch time, and that's not the shot you want. You want to get the best shooters and the best scorers the opportunity to score the ball. Okay, you want to put your bigs in position to go get that rebound, to box out. So let them know when that shot goes up, make sure you hit a body real quick, and if he misses the shot, get that offensive rebound and put it back up. Communicating in an effective way and knowing each role, including yours. Know that sometimes you're not going to be the scorer of the game. Maybe one of your other teammates is hot, so you have to keep feeding that person. Because what can happen is, if you feel like you're a great scorer, the other team is going to know that as well. You're going to have highly contested shots. You may get frustrated, and that frustration can lead to bad team morale, and it can end up with you on the bench because you've been affecting the team in a bad way. Taking a step back and visualizing everything, see everything. See where you're needed in this moment in this game. Maybe this game you're not supposed to be the scorer. Maybe you have to be the best lockdown defender in the gym, and sometimes that happens. Maybe you have to be the person who is going to be willing to go get the loose basketball, who's going to get that rebound that you need at the end of the game that leads to a buzzer beater. Things change per game. Be willing to make adjustments and be willing to communicate everything with your teammates. And that's a wrap for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found any type of value within the context of this video, please share it with someone who you know can benefit. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. I will see you all next Monday. Stay tapped in.